She was about my age and had really long red hair. It was frizzy, and it stuck out in a million directions. She had big green eyes. She wore a bright red t-shirt and red shorts. She reminded me of a rag doll Todd's little sister used to carry around. "You okay?" she asked, her hands on her waist. "Yeah, sure, fine," I muttered. "Didn't mean to scare you." "I wasn't scared," I lied. "Really?" she said. "I would have been scared too if someone grabbed me like that. I really didn't mean to." "I told you," I said sharply. "I wasn't scared." "Okay, sorry." "What are you sorry about?" I asked. This had to be the weirdest girl I'd ever met. "I don't know," she replied, shrugging. "I'm just sorry." "Well, you can stop apologizing," I told her. I brushed the dirt off my clothes and picked up my baseball cap. I quickly set it back on my head to cover my ears. The girl stared at me. She stood there and stared, without saying a word. Was she staring at my ears? "Who are you?" I finally asked. "Margaret Ferguson," she replied. "But people call me Fergie. I live through the woods that way," she said, pointing behind her. "I thought no one lived around here for miles," I said. "Yeah, there are some houses around here, Cooper," she replied. "They're pretty spread out." "Hey, how did you know my name?" I asked suspiciously. Margaret, or Fergie, or whatever her name was, turned beet red. I watched you move in yesterday," she confessed. "I didn't see you," I replied. "That's because I hid in the woods," she said. "I heard your father call you Cooper, and I know your last name, too. It's Holmes. I saw it written on all the boxes in the moving van. And I know you have a brother, Mickey," she added. "He's a jerk." I laughed. "You got that right," I exclaimed. "So how long have you lived around here?" She didn't answer. She kept her eyes on the ground. I said, "How long have—" Suddenly her head jerked up and she gazed into my eyes. What's wrong?" I asked when I saw her frightened face. Her face tightened, as if she were in pain. Her lips trembled. "Margaret!" I cried. "What? What is it?" She opened her mouth, but no words came out. She breathed deeply, gulping air. Finally, she clutched my shoulders and shoved her face right up close to mine. "Dogs," she whispered. Then she let go of me and darted away. I froze for a moment. Then I chased after her. She made it to a big tree stump before I caught up. I grabbed hold of the back of her t-shirt and spun her around. "Margaret." "What do you mean, dogs?" I asked. "No, no," she cried. "Just let me go. Let me go." I held her tightly. "Let me go. Let me go," she cried again. "Margaret, what did you mean back there?" I repeated. "This is important. Why did you say dogs?" "Dogs?" Her eyes grew wide. "I don't remember saying that." My jaw fell open. "You did," I insisted. "You looked straight at me and said, 'Dogs.'" She shook her head. "No, I don't remember that," she replied thoughtfully. Now I've met weird kids in my life, but Margaret here takes the cake. She almost makes Mickey seem normal. Almost.